Hi everyone, on this episode I'm going to show you how to make keto blueberry muffins. I find them to be a really great snack and they can be put in the freezer so you can eat them fresh or pop them away for another day. So let's get started. Okay, so we now have our ingredients out and we're ready to start baking. So I'm just going to turn the oven on to a fan forced 180 degrees. So I'll do that now. Okay, and the first thing we need to do is melt the butter. So I will pop that into the microwave for about 30 seconds. This is 120 grams of butter. It is salted butter. The reason why I use salted butter is because I don't really understand why you would use unsalted and then add salt. I think that the salt mixture or consistency with the butter works really well with this recipe. So just pop this in the microwave for 30 seconds. Okay, so there we have our melted butter. Now again, I just pop all the ingredients into the bowl, so it's nothing too complicated. So basically this will make 12 muffins. I've put some with the muffin liners and some will be without, so we'll give that a go. I prefer to use it without it, but they do get a bit sticky, so I'm going to show you both. So first up is the almond flour. So we need 2 cups of almond flour. To use some of this almond meal. This just has the skin of the almond left on rather than not. And then just break up some of the lumps. So it's just taken away those lumps. So there's 4 eggs in this recipe. We'll pop all the dry ingredients in first. So this is our baking powder, which requires 1 teaspoon. So 2 teaspoons. Then we need, this is xylitol, which is my preferred sweetener. You can use erythritol or stevia or nativia, whichever one you prefer. So it's 2/4 cup. Two. Okay, so now we'll add our wet ingredients. So our butter, which is 124 grams. So basically it's 2/4 cups. Our 4 eggs. Now with you can either use cream or any of your preferred nut milks. So I'm going to use cream. So that's 4 tablespoons. And last but not least, my favourite, vanilla extract. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now we give that a really good mix with our whisk. You can use an electric whisk if you would like. I don't bother. It's fairly easy to mix all of these ingredients in together. So we're going to combine it really, really well, so just make sure that you spend the time getting it combined. So you'll see that that's becoming quite well combined, quite a nice mixture with no lumps. Okay, that's our muffin mixture all ready to go. It's so simple, so easy and quick, especially if you're craving something sweet and you obviously don't want to crave in on your sugar. We don't want those, you know, what do they call it, the devil's powder. So now our pan here ready to go. Just going to add some oil into these ones here. I'm going to use coconut oil to line these here. I just think with a sweet dish, coconut oil is the best to line your pan. And this coconut oil, it doesn't taste very coconutty, it's quite good. Particularly if you don't really like coconut. Just line those. It is a non-stick, but inevitably the non-stick always sticks. So it's just easier to make sure we've got a bit of oil in there. It'd be easy to clean up too. Coconut oil actually is easier to clean up rather than a olive oil or something like that that tends to stick to your pans. Okay, so from here we add a spoonful of each of the mixture in. I have this awesome little, I think it's actually originally from a kids playset, but it's a great little scoop which helps me to make sure I've got the mixture even in each one. So I'll just do 1 scoop in each. Okay, so lastly what we would like to do is add our fruit. As I said, these are going to be blueberry muffins. It's really important, I think, to use the frozen blueberries because they actually will provide more flavour. If you put the fresh blueberries in, there's not a real great deal of flavour going through the muffins. And with these size muffins, I just put 4 blueberries on the top of each one. And what you'll find as it cooks, it actually sinks to the bottom or sinks to the middle. If you put it into the mixture, you will just have blueberries sitting at the bottom, which isn't what we're looking for. So we have all of the muffins ready to go, and we'll pop these in the oven now for 22 minutes. Then we'll check them and see how they are cooking from there. So we'll go on the middle shelf because we don't want to burn them on the top shelf. Okay, so I'm going to clean up now and I'll check back in once we get to that 22 minutes mark. Uh, 22 minutes in, and I am just going to check on the muffins. They look good. I think they're ready. I'll just poke one. Yep, nice and clear. Feels spongy at the top. And they're nice and coloured, so I think we're good to go. So I'll just turn the oven off. So what I do now is I'll actually leave them in the pan for about 10 to 15 minutes just to make sure that they don't stick because they're so hot, and we'll pop them on the cooling trays. So we'll be back in 10. Spent the last 10 minutes watching these cool down so we could get them onto the cooling rack. So you see they're coming out relatively easily. Okay, so the ones that are left now are the ones without the bottom on them, so I might need to just get a knife under those ones. Okay, these are the ones that don't have the little cake holder like this on them. Just to try to give it a try to see if we can get them out as easily or whether we need to bake them. So just using a knife, I'm just peeling those out. So they are sticking. So we're probably better off to use the ones with the cake holders. That's good to try these things, that's how we know. These are the ones we'll eat first. So even with oiling the pans on a non-stick environment, still sticking. As you'll see, the blueberries have dropped to the bottom, some of them have stayed to the top. So that's the benefit of putting them on top and not mixing it through. Get a bit of variation. And the last one. Let me have a taste. They're beautiful.